All right, so what's your name?
Katie.
Katie. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Where are you from originally?
I grew up right there off 67th and McDowell. Well, Garfield. We're like 63rd and Garfield.
So you're from Maryville?
Yeah, that's like Maryville, Tolleson area. Like, yeah.
And what's your current situation right now?
I never thought I'd say that, but like, I'm homeless right now. Wow. That's the current situation.
How long have you been on the streets for?
On the streets for like over a year, about 2 years now. On the streets, like, with really nowhere to go, like, about 2 years.
So what happened that you ended up out here, homeless?
Like, one day, like, I had everything that I needed, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, in the blink of an eye, like, it could all go to shit. It could all go to crap. I lost my job due to COVID. There was a lot of turnover there. I had strep throat, and they were basically like, look, with the pandemic, and then you not even being able to talk on the phone because of your medical condition, then yeah, we'll just let you go.
Were you working like at a call center or something?
Yeah, I was working at a call center for Hulu.
Okay.
And it's not their fault, like, I get it, like, but it's like, damn, like, that's how they just, like, I was the breadwinner for my family, my little family that I had of just me and my girls.
Yeah.
And I had an apartment, and then all of a sudden I didn't. I just had to leave everything there. I didn't want my girls to be with me while I struggled to find another job or to find a place to live like my mom did. Like, I didn't want my girls to go through what I had to go through.
Yeah.
So I told their dads, I'm like, look, I need a little bit of help from you guys. Like, I need you to be a dad. Please care for your children. Like, well, I can't have them all the time now because of my situation. I need you guys to do it. And I never thought I would say that. Ever. Like, it was just to get back on my feet. It was just to get a little breather even. Like, just to... And it all spiraled out of control.
So where are your kids at now?
They still live with their dads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they doing good?
Yeah, they're doing great. Like, I have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. And at the time, I was also caring for my 16-year-old sister. She's going to be 20 now, and she's going to be going to college soon.
That's good.
Well, she is in college, actually, to be a registered nurse, I guess. I think, yeah.
Is that your only sister?
No, I have a lot of siblings, but she's, like, I look at her like she's my daughter.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. I feel like I did a good job with that one. She's, like, nothing like me.
Is she, like, the youngest?
Yeah, she's the youngest of my mom's kids.
And what about your parents? Did you grow up with both parents, mom and dad?
Not together, not in the same house, but I grew up knowing who they were.
Okay.
I knew who my dad was. He was in and out of prison when I was a kid. And because of his lifestyle, he chose not to have us around like that. And like, I don't blame him for that. Like, that's the lifestyle you live, that's the lifestyle you live. At least, like, he was a man enough to come to me and tell me, like, look, I'm sorry that I wasn't a dad. But I never blamed him for anything, like how I am now or anything like that. My mom, she struggled a lot with us when we were growing up, when we were younger. But I did blame her for a lot of things, and it probably is. She probably is to blame for a lot of the ways that I act today. But I mean, she's also the reason why I'm still alive.
Still keep in contact with her?
Yeah, not as much as I should, but it's only because I saw that my mom, seeing me this way, she was harder on herself than I was being on her.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be the reason for my mom to get more stress. So I choose to go through this alone without my parents. But yeah, it's just,
So
I can't go to my parents like they can go to their, like my mom can go to her parents, and she, like right now she lives with her parents, rent free. She gets to sit there and be in the AC all day with food to eat and water to drink and a shower and a bed, and it's sad that I can't go to her for that.
do you think that your childhood or the way that you grew up had something to do with the way you turned out?
Yeah, I mean, but it's not in a bad way. I mean, if I didn't go through what I went through, I think I'd be dead by now. I feel like my mom, though she was neglectful at times, it just made, like, my childhood made me stronger as a adult. I've noticed a lot of girls out here, they're like oblivious to certain things, to like social cues or just like basic human being like cues of what a person's intentions are. It's crazy, like how some girls aren't keen to that. They're not like, they don't know, like, oh, he said this and that, so it's cool to go with him. Like, no, it's not cool to go with him. What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of girls out here are really naive, and they don't have common sense.
There's also a lot of young girls out here.
There's also, like, I've realized how young the the community is these days.
I noticed that because I've been to Las Vegas, I've been to LA, and like the homeless population are like older.
Yeah.
And for some reason, out here in Phoenix, it's like
the homeless population is like, I just graduated
20s.
last week.
Yeah. And like in their teens.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've ran into a couple of teenagers, and I'm like, what are you doing out here?
Yeah.
Why are you? They're like, well, what are you doing out here? And I'm like, well, I'm out here because of life. Like, life is not easy. Life is real hard, but actually, it's not that hard. It's what we make it. I made it hard on myself. I didn't need to.
You come across a lot of people out here that are out here on the streets by choice.
Yeah, most definitely. I think most of us are out here by choice. I know I'm definitely out here by choice. Because my mom had us out here. I was out here with my mom when I was younger. Like, we lived in our car. We were couch surfing, whatever you want to call it, but we were homeless.
So you
And
experienced
I experienced this when I was younger. Yeah, and it's just now I'm the adult in the situation, and I know what I need to do. I know what I have to do. It's just getting there. It's just all the shit in between getting there. I just don't know why. I don't just get there already.
How are you surviving out here? How do you eat? How do you make money out here?
I was a booster.
Okay.
I did steal merchandise from various stores, and sell whatever I needed to sell, really.
What about getting meals? Where do you get your meals from?
Well, because I have food stamps,
Okay.
so I get the hot meal program. So I would just like with whatever fast food restaurant is doing that, or I have enough food stamps to last me the whole month, because it's just me.
Yeah.
And I still go grocery shopping. I have a lot of friends that let me keep my food in there.
Go to any Jack in the Box, any McDonald's, and buy food?
Not any of them. Yeah, they have to have that sign up there. They have to be approved that location to receive that form of payment.
Okay.
So,
But you
not
can go
all
to
of them.
some.
But yeah, only certain ones I can go to. And I don't think McDonald's does it. I don't think people keep saying McDonald's does it, but I don't think so. I don't think they do. I haven't ran into a McDonald's that does do it. Oh, it's always Jack in the Box or Subway. I like Subway, so I use Subway.
So, where are you sleeping at right now? Do you sleep like behind buildings, or do you have a camping tent? What do you do?
I have slept behind buildings before. My of choice has people out here look like zombies.
Yeah.
And I've never been the person to lose track of time the way I do now. I've ran into people and they're like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, what? Like, I don't know you. And they're like, yeah, remember this? I'll lose track of time, like, for weeks. Like, I don't even realize what's going on, or I've lost, it's out of sight, out of mind. Like, I've woken up behind buildings. I've woken up, like, next to a tree at a park, or I've woken up walking off the curb. It's crazy. Like, I don't sleep anymore. I just nod out, and that's when I sleep. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You're out here by yourself, or do you have someone with you? Like, you have a boyfriend out here?
I used to, but I haven't for about the past year now. I haven't. Yeah.
So, are you trying to get out of your situation?
Yeah.
What's the game plan? Like, do you have a plan?
I do have a plan for when I do get sober, but I just don't know. So far, I don't have a plan on how to get there to get sober. It's scary. For me, it's scary. It's just, I don't know. I think it's me having to get sober and having all that responsibility again.
Yeah.
It's tough having that responsibility.
So that's kind of scary?
Well, to me, it is scary, just because I don't want to get there, gain that responsibility again, and lose it just for people to say I told you so.
Yeah.
Like, people are acting like I was never there for them in their hard times, and now that I'm going through hard times, it's like they're all gone. Like, they're like, so what? Who cares? And that's crazy, because the age I was at and helping them, you would think that now they'd be like, of course, like, have open their door with open arms, or anything. Like, they can't even call or send a message to see if I'm okay. It's crazy. But I guess in dark times, all comes to light.
Yeah.
All dark comes to light. So everyone's true colors.
Who your real family is.
Yeah, who my real friends are.
That's how it is, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me sharing this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
And just in case somebody wants to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share, like an email or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll give you my email, so you can put that into the video.
All right, I'll link it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.